Good evening, YouTube. How are we doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? When was the last video? 3rd of February, something like that. I thought I'd give it a few weeks, so as I've got a bit to show you. I've got different things to show you. So let's get stuck in. Right, this is how I collect pollen. Bear with me because you are balanced right on the end of a light. So, let's see if I can get this done quickly. Oh yes, big load.
Giggity.
And again, oh yes, load.
Giggity.
Oh yes.
Giggity, giggity, giggity,
Now
go.
we're talking. It's still dropping. Oh yeah. Come on, baby, give it up, give it up.
Is he gonna say giggity? Should I say giggity? Are other people allowed to say giggity? Giggity. What? Nothing, it's stupid.
Let's just carefully take you down from that light and let's have a look at what we've got, shall we? Let's go over here. It's a little safer. And oh yeah, we have there, to be fair, not a bad amount. Focus. That is just off literally a few flowers. Now you can see in there some little droplets of nectar that have come off the flowers. You can't, there's one or two, there's one there. You can't really help that. I prefer to harvest pollen this way rather than just cut the heads off the flowers. It's species dependent. Some species will give it up willingly, like this one. This is Platybosch, and to be fair, I could probably get more pollen off them. There you go. So what I'll do is all these I'll cut off. I'll cut all them off and bag them up separately and let them dry out, and we'll have quite a bit more pollen off them. So that is how I harvest pollen. I've had a few people ask how I prefer to do it. Some people will literally just cut the entire flower off and bag that up. I don't like to do that because A, it takes a long time to dry out, and if you don't dry it out properly and you don't store it properly, you just end up with a big bag of mouldy mush. And B, if you've ever tried to pollinate a flower using one of these dried up flower heads with a pair of tweezers, you'll know what I'm talking about, because once they dry up, they are like little, they're rock hard. They're like little stones, and if you don't grab them right with the tweezers when you come to grip them, all you hear is a ping and off they go across the room. So and you can't crush them really, because if you try and crush them, then you're damaging the pollen. So I prefer to just get as much pollen off them as possible. So what I'll do is I'll cut the heads off and I'll put them in a bag, and then I'll vibrate that bag with the tuning fork to get every last drop of pollen off the heads, and then dry it out, put it in the fridge, and I'll store mine at 3 degrees C. I don't freeze it, I'll store it in the fridge, 3 degrees C. And if you want to know if it works or not, here's pollen that's been stored at 3 degrees C. those buds are swelling beautifully, and so are the others. And this pollen, I believe, that was stored in the freezer as far as I'm aware, or it might have been stored in the fridge. But that one and that one came from pollen that had been stored either in the freezer or in the fridge for a good 3-4 months. So clearly viable, and it does work. So I thought I'd give you that snippet. There's a video incoming. I'm just about to do it now, but I thought I'd do this first. So by the powers of editing magic, this will slot in at the start of the video. There we go. I'll get my son to edit that out, so I can see, make it look a bit more professional. But hey, right, before we kick off, let me focus on something down here maybe while I do this. Okay. Well, I'll just plonk you there for a second. A shout out, and I've wrote these down this time, to Penda, Amori, Tim Royce, Tim A, Tim Exotics, Dom, Breck, my friend Breck, Dom from Germany, Ash Styles. How you doing, Ash? Ash is a loyal follower, and he's been with me from the start. Good lad is Ash. Coop's Carnivores, shout out to Coop. Angie, another loyal follower. Kev up in Stoke, Stokey Kev, Stoke. Dylan and Oliver, Ollie from Eat Me Exotics, down under. How you doing, boys? Andre, how you doing, brother? Brian wanted to see more Heliamphora. I'll fit some of them in for you tonight, Brian. Simon, Maritime at 902. I don't know your proper name, unfortunately. You'll have to drop it in the comments for me so I can give you a shout out. Isaac, Essex Carnivores, have a look, check him out. Big Dan, Tree Man Dan, again, loyal follower. Trev, Wise Exotics, over in the States. How you doing, Trev? The Ben's, Benny Nicholson, and the other Ben, I can't think of it, Ben Clark, I think it is, yeah, Ben. George, how you doing, George? If there's anybody I've missed, I do apologise, but as you see, I'm getting better. So, let's, what's new? Let's kick off, what's new? Right, well, for a start, don't look at the floor in here. It's an absolute tip. I've been really busy the last couple of weeks, doing stuff around the house, DIY. Oh, we love DIY, don't we? We all love DIY and stuff like that. So really busy. I haven't had a great deal of time, so I've basically come in. I've been doing a bit of pruning here and there, knocking off some dead pictures, stuff like that, knocking a few pots over like I do. So the place is like a tip. But tomorrow is allocated as a clean-up day, so never worry, don't worry. So let's start off up this end, shall we? The seeds are doing well. Seeds are doing really well. Those are Vichoi Burb EP cross Spathulata spectabilis, and they are, well, there's a few in there, 15 or 20. What else we got up here? Trusmariensis and Trusmariensis. Vichoi Platy cross Vichoi Burb EP. Off Tom Bennett. Thanks, Tom. Tom's a good lad. Sumatrana. All those people that bought seeds off me, VTI Burb Maxima Wavy, there you go. They are coming along just nice and lovely colour to them. They're looking really good, really strong. Paloenensis cross Edwardiana and Paloenensis cross Trusmodiensis, because I knocked the pots over. Well, I knocked them off here like a knob, and managed to mix the seeds up. So I'm going to be growing these out until I know which one's which. Hopefully I'll be able to distinguish them. Luckily, Pender's got the same plants, so it shouldn't be too hard to find out which one's which. What we've got here: Maxima Boschiana VTI cross VTI Barrio. Candy Dreams, actually. Yeah, VTI Barrio Candy Dreams. Looking really good. Nice colour to them. Good strong seedlings. What we got here, we have, these are ones I've made, VTI Burb cross Edwardiana, and those are VTI Burb cross Nebularum. There's two single seeds in here. Those are Trusmodiensis macrophylla. The only two that germinated out of about 20 seeds, and I had two that germinated, so two's better than nothing, better than a smack in the mouth. What we've got here: LVB cross BTC cross Truncata. They're doing well. And then my Maxima Wavy, those are VTI Burb cross normal Maxima Dark, I should say. What are these that are nearly overgrown? I've got to get these out tomorrow. Loei VTI Boschiana VTI Barrio Candy Red. Be interesting to see what them come out like. Done that one. What else we got? What's this? LVB cross VTI F2. I think Pender's got these as well. They're doing well. Again, nice, good colour to them. Nice, good, strong seedlings. It's all about the light. And down here, Spathedy cross Maxima Wavy. Those are ones I've made. Paloenensis Edwardiana. Those are actually Paloenensis Edwardiana. These are off Dom, and I forgot to label them. The label's in the house, but I do know what they are. What are these? Spathedy Zacchariana. Only got a few of them. Yeah, so seedlings are doing well. Really happy with them. Trusmodiensis. This is the it is BCP. What clone is that? BCP. Clone 2. Clone 2. And in here we have, believe it or not, we do have one Northiana cross VTI Barrio Candy Dreams, and that is that there. This little invader is Truncata Giant, no, Truncata Squat cross Loeoi. I had a cutting off a friend, and for the longest time it did nothing at all. And then this little basil appeared on the side of it, and the actual cutting itself died, but this has done quite well. I'm really chuffed with the way that's going. Really chuffed with that. This video, if you haven't already guessed, is going to be quite lengthy, I would think, because there's a fair few things I want to show you. So I think it's going to be quite lengthy. So strap in, sit down, get a cup of tea. What have we got here? Paloenensis attenborii. I'm hoping for stripes on the next picture, but it's looking good. The white residue you can see on some of these is yeah, I'll tell you now. It's is the bottle in here? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Fungus Clear Ultra. Not suggesting that any of my plants have got fungus, but the main ingredient, sulfur. I give my seedlings the lightest dust with it, and it does keep the algae at bay. And I've got to be honest, it seems to give them a little perk. That little shot of sulfur does seem to keep them happy. So, little tip there for you. It's up to you if you take it. Echinobaluensis. I know I'll say it eventually. Across Lowy. That's coming on well. That's coming on nice. Happy with that. This. Oh, nearly dropped it. This is a single. Let's put that there somewhere. A single seed of Robcantlii cross Maxima. I had about 10 seeds from Carlton Hawken, I don't know his name. And I had one germinate, and that is the single one there. There's also, that's Azumia. That's a single Azumia that for some reason ended up in there, I don't know why. And also, there is a tiny basil that came off a VTI blacklip when I was repotting it, and I just stuffed it in there just to see if it would take. It did initially look okay, but it's just starting to die off by the looks of it. Undulatifolia Hariana. Now this was absolutely minuscule when I got this, and it came all the way from Japan, and I thought, no way is that going to survive. No way. And guess what? It did, and it's grown really well. I'm really chuffed with that. Let's see how many times I'm going to say chuffed tonight, or what else do I say? Fantastic. Super. Ulucalania. Yeah, I got it right. All right. Ulucalania, seed grown. They're doing well. They're doing really well. I had about 10 seeds, and I got three that germinated. Got some other stuff back there, but I can't remember what they am. Pender will tell me. He sent them me. What's this? Leonardo basil. And then we've got Hamata Hariana. Not the fastest thing in the world, but again, came all the way from Japan and it was absolutely minuscule. And I thought for sure, yeah, that ain't going to survive. It was just them 2 leaves, them 2 big, the brown leaves there. Oh, actually, there's one underneath. So those 3 leaves are what it turned up with, and they were half dead. You can see that one there. But it sprang into life. Surprised me completely. I was really chuffed. And then we've got Peltati elephantum cross macrophylla. Got a good leaf jump on this one, actually. Can't wait to see what this looks like. It gets bigger. That is going to be interesting. These should be nice. LVB cross Sumatrana, cross Vichai, cross Sumatrana, Hose Mountain. I bought a pod of these and I had two germinate. Not the best ratio, if I'm honest, but hey ho, we take it all as it comes, don't we, at the end of the day. And then over here we've got Paloenensis villosa. I think those are Paloenensis villosa as well, and we've got some Paloenensis, what's this one, Villosa lowii at the back here. I think that's Pal Eddy. Macrophylla. And then this is Tenuous Hariana. Looking good. Vichai Big Mama, Pink Candy Cane, Akazukin Barrio. These, I've got about 3 of these, I think, and they took forever to get going. But now they seem to have pulled the socks up and they're going. So, Mollis, BCP Mollis. What else we got down here? Babedi, seed grown Babedi. Babigia Edwardiana. Slimer. Ow! Bang me head again. What's Slimer doing down here? Oh yeah, it's got one going down the bottom there, look. Whoop. Looking good, looking good. And over here we've got Predator cross lowii. Just getting over the mites. Oh, on the subject of mites, the battle continues. The battle does continue. I think I've got them on the run. But unfortunately, I'd let it get out of control, and not through neglect, just through let's move that over a bit, just through not spotting it quick enough. Because I'm in here every day, and you know I'm messing around in here every day. It's the old adage, familiarity breeds contempt. So, you know, you come in, you look at the plants that you normally look at, they look fine, and you don't see any further than the end of your nose, basically, which is what happened. And now I know better. So it's been a long battle, but the shed stinks of abamectin. I hate abamectin. It is the most horrible smell. If you've never smelt it, it's absolutely rank, and you can't get rid of it. It actually gets on your clothes. You can smell it on your clothes and on your skin. So when I spray in here, I've normally got a jumper on or a pullover on, a woolly hat, a mask, gloves, and then when I go out of here, I'll strip all that off. chuck it in the washer straight away because it absolutely honks. This one, Spatulata spectabilis. Spectabilis veitchii. Spectabilis veitchii. What am I going on about? Spatulata. Dumbass. This is a classic mite victim, and it's got all the signs, all the telltale signs. Big, thick leaves. The leaves are twice as thick as they should be. Curled up at the edges. There you can see them. Curled up leaves. Mite. And that one, mite. This plant, unfortunately, was hung up, and I didn't look at it, if I'm honest. There was no pictures on it at the time, so it just, I didn't look at it. It has been sprayed. It's still put this leaf out that's looking a bit curled up, but it's only just put out, so we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully that leaf will uncurl and we'll be in good shape. Veitchii supernova, big leaf jump on the smallest one. Look at that, huge leaf jump. That one's going to be a little beaut. It's when they get to that stage and they put that big first leaf jump out, there's no stopping them after that. They really go, and they start galloping. Behind that we've got Nebularum edwardiana. Steady, it's doing steady. Another one that came all the way from Japan with no roots. It was just basically a cutting, and I thought, yep, that ain't gonna go, but it has. It looks like it's rooted, and it's put 2 leaves out, so we are getting somewhere. Happy days. We've got here Veitchii Barrio Candy BB, Veitchii Barrio M, and these are quite nice. These are quite nice. These are the ones I only got 4 of them to germinate, which is quite unfortunate, but hey ho. Roger Trusmariensis, just dropped his last picture, but it's working on another one there, and we're in good shape. The Veitchii Velosa Veitchii over the back. I don't know what to say about it. The striped is fantastic. It's just got its head down and it's going for it. It's growing great. The 2 gold 4606, so slow. It's oh god, I don't know what it is. They put out a big leaf and then they kind of regress to a small leaf. Really frustrating plants, really frustrating. And my Lowy Eddie has gone on a go slow. It's decided, it's growing, but it's decided to make me wait. There is a new leaf coming out, but it's just taking its time about it. We got more Paloenensis Attenburii. That is macro. That's another macro. Mollis, and then we got a Mollis Veitchii, and oh, this is a nice one, Hariana Lowy from Nils Plants. Thank you, Nils. That's another macro. Rocco Boschiana cross. It's got Northiana and it's got Veitchii in it. I can't remember the full cross. I'll tell you in a bit. That's a Veitchii Blacklip cross. LVB VMV Grex 3. Thank you, Penda. Over the back we've got Mollis, we've got Veitchii Edwardiana. So, okay, Let me just set that down there, and I'm going to sit down while we have a look at what's going on the top shelf. Sorry, down here. Trismodiensis burbigiae. I can't wait till that gets bigger. That is going to be an absolute stonker. It really is. Looking at the colours on that now, wow. Just wow. Lingulata. And another Lingulata. Don't worry about the white dots, that is the sulphur. That's another Lingulata. Actually, no, the white dots is the abamectin, not sulphur. So if you see white, that's the remnants of abamectin. And if you give it a sniff, oh, stinks. Singulana Attenburyii, courtesy of my mate Mark. Nice little cross that. Burblosa. Coming along, and down there, tucked away down there, we've got is the Hamata, the smaller Hamata Eddy that I got, which dropped its growth point. I did think it was me that had done it, but I didn't overwater these. It looked sickly for a while, and then all of a sudden, there you go, it dropped its growth point. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look dead. So we might be in luck. We might be in luck. And we'll go over the back here. Oh yes. Yes. This is Truncata, Ephipiata, Edwardiana. I'm loving this. This is going to be really nice, something spectacular. I feel it in my water, I feel it in my bones. That is going to be something nice. And zoom back out. LVB VMV Eddie. Another one, I can't wait till it gets bigger. Eddie's doing okay. Eddie number 1. Doing good. Nebularum. I'm going to have to stand up because I can't see because the light's on the screen. Nebularum. Velosa Hamata. Now this one I did, and I freely admit I did rot it. I rotted the growth tip out of it. But it came back, and it came back way stronger. Now this plant, I paid $250 for this plant, and it was, when I say it was tiny, I do not exaggerate. This thing was absolutely minuscule. For $250 I was like, yeah. But we do these things, don't we? We pay stupid money for plants, and I've done it many, well, far too many times I've done it. Another Hamata Eddy there. Now there. That's Hamata Eddy 2, and that's Eddie, Edwardiana. That's my other Eddie. Doing well. Velosa Rob is looking good. You'll notice there's a lack of pictures on these, and I'm at a loss as to, well, not on all of them, there are pictures, but there's a few of them they're not doing as they should be. But I think that is down to me. A, a lot of these have been repotted, as you can see. So that's knocked them back, for definite. That has knocked them back. And B, the abamectin and the mites has put them on their ass as well. So I think they're all just now starting to bounce back and starting to get over it. I am seeing new leaves and new growth, so it's promising. It's promising, but I've got to show you this because this is one of my favourite plants. That's absolutely fantastic. Look at that. That is Lowii muluensis, one of my favourite plants. I am absolutely stoked with this plant. We've got a leaf jump going on as well. So I have put a lot of my plants now are in cocoa chip. So I've put my trust in cocoa chip, because I'm thinking, well, Rob Cantley and Jeremiah Harris and Dom from Red Leaf and Ollie from Eat Me Exotics, you know, you got to follow the people who are growing. And so I thought, you know what, let's do it. Let's have a go. What's the worst that can happen? They stop growing and I have to put them all back in Akadama Kanuma. But so far, I've got to say, the results are promising. I have to say the results are promising, and I've added a little extra. I'm using little rock wool cubes as well. I'm a real advocate for rock wool. I think it's fantastic stuff, and mixed with cocoa chips. Oh, I've done it again. Jesus, how many times can you bang your head in one night? Dear God, let me move away from this fucking light. Yeah, where was I? Cocoa chips before I tried to bash my skull in. Yeah, I'm a big advocate. Don't get me wrong, I love Akadama Kanuma. It's and I'll be the first one to sing its praises. I really will. It's a fantastic medium. But you'll notice, if you use it, you'll notice after about a year, it kind of it loses its ability to hold moisture. And I think this here now is getting close to being where it needs to be repotted, because the Akadama and the Kanuma, when it breaks down in this mix, I've also got pumice and crushed lava, so that's kind of that's keeping it together, kind of thing, you know what I mean? But I think that's close to being needing to be repotted now. But the cocoa chip, just when you hold it in your hand and it's wet and you squeeze it and then let it go and it just falls apart. That's the kind of thing that's how I like my medium. You squeeze it in your hand and then you open your hand and it just falls apart. Fantastic. Aristolochoides is getting over mites. I'm hoping for some decent pictures off that now. Let's move across. Hotbox. I had that on again the other night. Here's the sulfur crystals. Got a bit of dirt in it. Switch it on. That takes about 5 minutes to melt. And leave it, go out. I'll leave mine overnight. And when I come in, it stinks of eggs. But literally, put the fans on for 2 minutes and it's gone. But there's nothing, literally nothing, creeping, crawling or anything. All the fungus gnats, no fungus gnats, nothing. They're all gone. There's nothing moving, so it obviously does kill everything it touches, basically. So I wanted to show you this. This is Babigiae corner, and these are all my burbs. So we've got that one, we've got Babigiae, Mammut, and we've got, if I can read it, no I can't, I can't read the clone number. That came from BE, and then we've got 3837 over the back, and that's a Pig Hill clone. And then there we've got a little seed grown one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 burbs, and they have been the slowest things ever. I mean, like lowy eye slow, and I thought it was just the way that burbs grow until I move them over to here. Now they're not getting any direct light at all. They're just getting the cast off from that light over there, and kind of the cast off from that light over there. These things have gone off like a cat with acid on its balls. Amazing. They're all kind of in time. They're all putting out new leaves at exactly the same time, and the growth difference is stunning. And if it keeps on like this, I mean, by the end of the year we're going to be talking plants kind of up here, and amazing. Just moving them out of light, no direct light, and burbs just don't like direct light. It's quite obvious. They look healthy enough. I mean, they do look healthy enough. So, and up here we've got the AMA-JB cross, one of 3. I sold the others, and I decided to keep 3. These things are really, really, really putting on some size. I mean, that's a 7-inch picture, and the plant is easily 40 centimeters across, easily. So there's the other one down here, and that is just put out a longer, well, the leaf on that one is longer. Again, that's got to be 40-50 centimeters across. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, I have got 4. I thought I've got 3. Now I've got 4, and that's what that big leaf going up the back is. So that's another one that's 20-30 centimeters easily. And then we've got good old Burb Rob Burb. Never lets it tied down. Slightly smaller picture on this one this time, but I'll put that down to the big basil that's growing in it. Oh, I nearly forgot, Danny Z. Shout out to Danny Z. How you doing, my brother from another mother? He's a good mate, Danny Z. He loves this plant. There you go, Dan. That one's just for you. And it's working on another one down the back there. And judging by the size of the lid, that one's going to be a whopper. And as I said, 2 basils. Just, oh, Dylan. Dylan asked me about, the other day, Viking Velosa. Has anybody got Viking Velosa? And I said yes. And this is my Viking Velosa. Let's have a look at it. There you go. Typical Viking leaf shape and colour, really. Burns really easily, as you can see by the old leaves. Don't give it full light. Promising, really toothy. Yeah, I'd say, mate, if you get the chance of snagging one of these, I would definitely snag it. Likes it a little bit warmer, hence the reason it's up here. just on that bit of a shelf there. It's quite happy there, growing happily. So yeah, I said I'd find it and shout out for you. So let me just move this out the way. I hope you can hear me because I've got the aircons going and I've got the fans on as well because I'm a bit warm. I'm in my warm blood. What we got? Oh, hang on. We've got a new picture on Maxima Jeff Wong Haryana. Check. Have a look at this. Have a look. Have a look. That looks very nice to me. I mean, loving the teeth. All right, it's no Villosa and it's no Haryana, is it? But I mean, come on, Maxima Haryana. I think when this one's got its big boy pants on, I think it's going to look really nice. I do like it. I do like it. And whacking great leaf jump. Look at that bad boy. Ah, good things to come. Good things to come. I'm a little bit sad. This is trunk clipiata, and I don't think it's going to make it. Came all the way from Japan, and it was quite cold when I got it. It's put that leaf out. It's put that leaf out, and then it's stopped, and nothing else since. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, I'll take that off there now, so I remember to do it. I am going to bag that and see if we can't bring it round, because I would hate to lose that plant. I really would. That would spoil my day. What we got going on over here? There's a lot going on over here, folks. There's a lot going on. A lot of it is truncata. These are all trunks down here, varying stages of growth. And we've got the Singapore Botanical Gardens clone. We've got the Pantaron range clone there. We've got Red Flush, and we've got down here we've got Red Flush cross Red Flush White Peristome, and then we've got Truncata D Red Flush F2. So there's a lot going on. I'll move you across there now so you don't fall off. Well, now you're going to fall off. And then that's another Maxima Harry. Okay, it didn't take long for the fungus gnats to come back, did it? Little sons of bitches to come. This is that's the proper cross. A Rocco Boschiana, Loio Vichoi, Boschiana, Northiana. That is the big flared peristome jobby. We do like that. We do really like that. We like it a lot. We like it a lot. Boycal, doing good. Go on, Boycal. Keeping his end up with missus. Good man. That, believe it or not, is another one of those Rocco Boschiana, Northiana, same as this one here. Just slightly smaller and slightly different. We've got here is Maxima Jacquelinia EP, female, of the female variety. It's it doesn't identify as anything else. It identifies as a female, and it is a proper female, not a she-male, not a he, she, but female. Not wishing to offend anybody, by the way. Aspersia, Hoopersia squarosa is loving life up here. Look at this. I would like to propagate this, but I'm not quite sure how to do it. I'm gonna have to consult YouTube, I think, because I really want loads of this all over. It's so tactile. Oh, you'd expect it, looking at it, you expect it to be spiky, but it's not. It's really soft, really soft. Loving that plant. Let's move it over slightly out of my way, because I don't want to knock it, tear it, break it. But yeah, that's another Jeff Wong Maxima doings. Viking Amp, oh, that one's off Pender. It's got a long name and it's squat. I didn't know what this was. I've had this a while and I lost the tag and I had no idea what it was, and now I know what it is. It's Veitchii platycula cross Roger. It's quite a pleasant picture, really, isn't it? It's got a lovely tall neck. Loving that neck. Fantastic. But what I wanted to show you, hiding out, just playing peekaboo over here, you'll see that's a lovely truncata red flush picture, and it looks, for all intents and purposes, it looks like it's going to be quite a big one. Lovely, lovely shaped lid on it. Spectabilis giant cross villosa. Again, this was a victim of mites, but I think I caught it just in time on this one, so they only managed to defecate on one leaf, but I caught it early. I think it was this leaf here. I'm loving this plant. I'm loving the way it's got the Spectabilis vibe going on the side, and the villosa, lots of villosa in the peristome. And then right next to that we've got sorry, shit camera work. Spath Babedi, just put out a new one. That's looking mighty fine. I like that. That's nice. And now we come to my my fascination with putting plants in deadwood. Don't ask me why. I've no idea. I don't know if it looks good or if it looks crap. Well, to me it looks good. I kind of like it, but see what you think. I do like that it's a chunk of oak, and I just saw it and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put that to good use. And so sitting atop that is a truncata red flush, truncata D red flush, cross truncata D wide peristome, and it's got this weird double wing thing in the middle, but nice long picture already, and a leaf jump. So I thought, yeah, you know what, you're a candidate to go in that bit of wood. Let's have a go. Put it in. Let's have a go, and we'll see how it goes. It has been treated. The wood's been treated with abamectin and any other pesticides I could find. I have absolutely hammered it with. It's also been jet washed, but I was careful not to wash the natural moss off it, because I want that to grow. So, but it has been cleaned, so hopefully there's no creepy crawlies on it, and if there is, hopefully they'll find their way into the pictures. And then right next to it we've got a Veitchii log. So we've got Supernova in the top, and Blacklip, the Blacklip cross in the side. And I've put them in there and they've just took off straight away, and I shoved a truncated D red flush in a hole in the side, drilled a hole in the side, and look at how that picture, the tender has gone up, curled around that bit of wood there, and is now forming in that crack. That's pretty cool, pretty far out. Loving that. This is, I'll tell you what it is. It is, let's have a look. It is Thorelli cross Vichai Barrio, cross Vichai Barrio, cross Cocchinea, cross Glandulifera, cross Boschiana, cross Northiana. Yep. Bit of a mouthful, but nice plant. Puts out some decent pictures. So I don't know if any of you remember the Viking Rafflesiana that we called Anchor Blast or Anchor Explosion. This one, I repotted this because it was terribly pot bound, and I removed 4 basils from it, and since removing 4 basils it's gone off like it's at the races, putting out some beautiful leaves. Look at the size of them leaves, really getting stuck in, putting down some good roots. Again, moved it into cocoa chip, and it seems really happy in it. So I mean, it's stuff like this when I think, have I done the right thing, and then I look at this plant and it's, you know, the proof's in the pudding, isn't it? Look at that. That thing is clearly happy. Shiny leaves, folks. Remember, shiny leaves. If he's got shiny leaves, he's happy. Just put it down there, pop it down there for a second so I can kick it over in a minute when I move around. What we got going on over here? What? What's that? Can I read the tag from there? What is it? That is Vichai Highland cross Babigiae cross Ame cross Vichai. That is 1 of 1. That was, I believe that was a pod from Carnivoro, and I had an absolutely terrible batch. I think I bought about 5 or 6 different pods, and virtually none of them germinated. I was really bummed, and of the ones that did germinate, I had like 1 and 2 seeds, and this was one of them. Mite damage, as you can see there. Mites have got at it. It's been treated. There's a few of them over here that the mites got at, but they've all been treated. They're all bouncing back. Happy days. Nebularum. Neb's looking good. This plant came all the way from Japan, did not miss a beat, potted it up, and I thought, yeah, it's going to take a while to get its head down, but literally it hasn't missed a beat. Straight away, about a week after being potted up, it's already putting out a new leaf, and it is now working on this picture here, so can't believe it. What a plant, superstar. Over the back here we've got Lingulata Vichai EP, and that's my tip cutting of Supernova from Tom. Now Penders has already pictured Mine so far has basically, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 3 pictures on there, and it's not inflated any of them. It's just putting out leaves. It's more interested in putting out leaves, and that may be down to me fertilizing, or I don't know, it may just be the plant's decided it wants to put out leaves and make roots before it starts to picture. But hopefully it'll start inflating one and we'll be away, we'll be off. That one, we might still get that one to inflate, we'll see. This is Ventricosa Edwardsiana. It looked a bit ropey when it arrived, but it's put 2 leaves out, and this came with mites, and I treated this as soon as it got here. It had clearly got mites, as do a lot of the plants that come from the place where I bought them from in Japan. Over 50% of the stuff I've had from there has got mite, or has had mite, and is showing mite damage. So before they come in here, they go in the conservatory, they get bagged up, they get treated, and they're in there for a week before I even put them in here. So hairy boy. The hairs on that, fantastic. Ericoides, beautiful plant. Nebularum VMV. It put out that picture to start with, and then it was working on a big picture down here, but then I don't know what happened there, but it decided to well, I don't know, it's hella deformed. So that may be for the chop. We'll give it a chance to open up, but I think that one's going to go the way of the dodo. I think we'll chop that one off. I can't stand walking in and seeing ugly pictures. There's no need for it. There simply is no need for it. What's going on in here? Strange bump going on in there. Is there a flower in there? Yeah, definitely feels a bit bumpy. We'll see. This is the what is it? It is Vichoium cross platycoila. It's a EP plant, same as that one there. I do like the lowers on this. The lowers are fantastic. Look at that. Absolutely, the peristome on them. Wow. Big, long, slender neck, and that tricolour, fantastic. I'm hoping the uppers are a similar affair. We've got one here coming on. I really hope it impresses. Otherwise, I think we're gonna have to chop it and see if it'll activate a node lower down. Although I'd prefer to see if it'll flower. So yeah, I might just let it bind and see what goes on. One of my favourite pictures at the moment in the shed is this. Look at this thing. I measured this the other day, and it's just over 12.5 inches from there to there. 12.5 inches. I mean, I've got massive hands. I've got huge hands, and it makes my hands look small. It's got some girth on it as well. Really loving that plant. I've had that plant 3 3 years I've had it, and when I got it, I'd say it was probably about 2 years old. So it's I'd say it's getting on for 5 or 6 years old, and it's rock solid. It's an absolute rock solid plant. Steady as you like. Doesn't like much in the way of typical Rob. Don't like water on the leaves, but absolutely rock solid plant. I love that plant. I'd never sell that. I'm hoping the next picture's even bigger. We've got going on over here. This is Black Miracle jobby type thing. I don't know my amps, so you'll have to excuse me. I'm not a massive amp fan, if I'm honest, but I saw this and I was like, yeah, I do like that. I do like that. Let's have that in the collection. And to be fair, it's a fast grower, but it's vining now. It's off to the races. So, and it's hiding trunk eddy over the back here. Another one that the mite's got a hold of on that leaf. You can just see, you can see when they slightly deform leaves like that. Been treated, and then it's putting out this lovely new leaf here. So it's saying thank you, and hopefully it's going to be a big picture. Truncata red. The picture down there. I'd say more Truncata brown. They are actually red when they come out. You have to excuse me for a second. I've got sweat in my eyes and I can't see a thing. Stand by. Man down, man down. Ah, Jesus. Oh, you know when you get sweat running your eyes and it starts to sting? Wow. Yeah, okay. Resume. We've got, oh, it's just popped as well. We've got a nice picture over the back here. Just popped. We'll check that out. I'll take some photos to show you. What we got here is,
What we got here is failure to communicate.
who knows what that's off?
Some man you just can't reach.
Ventricosa, cross Ventricosa, cross Sibianensis, cross Ventricosa, cross Trusmardiensis. Do you think there's any Ventricosa in this? Well, that looks promising. A lot of Ventricosa in it, but we'll see. The pictures I saw, because I bought that blind, but when I googled it on Tinterweb, the pictures I saw said buy it immediately. Don't mess around. Let me turn around for a second and stand in this beautiful cold air that's blowing on me at the moment. It's fantastic. Can't beat an aircon. If it wasn't for that, we'd be in the mid-30s. Mid to high 30s, 30, 38. Getting on for 40 anyway. It would be warm in here. It would be very warm. These lights, and there's a lot of them, really do thump out the heat. So, yeah, it would be très warm. Where did we get to? Let's see. Oh, we were talking about Truncata. Over here, Peltata ready. He's doing really well. Again, this plant, rock solid. I do highly recommend it. I mean, this is still small, but if you've seen the pictures on a big one, they are really impressive. This is another one of those Thorelli, Vicio Barrio, Coccinea, Glandulifera, Boschiana, Northiana. You can see the coccinea in it, you can see the glandulifera in it actually, and the veitchi, the old veitchi splashes on the wings. You can see a little bit of Boschiana in the leaves, but vigorous, really vigorous, which is the another Boschiana trait. We've done these. I've bought Mixter. Mixter has come in from the cold. She's been, or he rather, has been in the conservatory for the last 3-4 months, and it no bueno. Didn't like it at all. Stopped growing basically. It flowered while it was in there, actually. Put out a tiny flower stalk, but yeah, did not like it at all. No pictures. It started, threw that basil out down the bottom there, chucked that out straight away, and it just stopped growing. So, although I don't have room for it in here really, and you know, the room's needed by more important plants, I hate to see it not growing and not picturing. It's sad, makes me sad. So I thought, just bring it back in here, stick it on the floor, let it do its thing. And I've caught this leaf about 30 times, and it's only a matter of time before I snap it off. So let's just tuck it in there for now. There you go, it's happy in there. Over the back here, over here, there ain't much to write home about. Some bits and pieces. Veitchi lowii, BE's best clone. Big lid hair, hairy devil. Nice plant. It is a nice plant, and what's even nicer is lovely Fatumsh. Does anybody know what Fatumsh is off? Answer in the comments. Or Umshkar. Does anybody know what terrible Umshkar is? Answer in the comments. Let's see how many know your films. Fatumsh and Umshkar. What else we got? Rob. Rob's looking good. Rob is absolutely romping away. This plant, it's just a happy plant, and it's just growing so well. In fact, over there somewhere, let me take you through the undergrowth. There is a nice big picture. Look at the size of this tendril. Nice big picture it's working on. And underneath here we have cheeky little Paloenensis. Only found that yesterday with a basil, no doubt, no less. And if we back out of there, we've got down here another flower, but it's on, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? It is, can't pronounce that. Ascocentrum miniatum. Ascocentrum miniatum is what it is. I knew that. I pinged it straight away. Looking forward to seeing them. They look the business. I think Spath Eddie may have another little surprise for us tucked away in there. This thing just keeps flowering for fun. Spath Eddie Candy Dreams. Oh my days. Spathulata Eddie Candy Dreams. Wow. There's only 2 pods. I'd only got enough pollen to make 2. And then right next to it, we've got Spathedi mollis. Now, they don't look like they've taken, but they are growing. So we may be lucky and have 1 or 2 seeds, but behind them we've got Spathedi bebedi, and we've got there's a few of them actually that have definitely taken. There you go, that's taken. That's definitely taken. That's taken. Yeah, I think we'll get something out of that. And that one. So there you go, Timmy. Timmy was the donor of the bebedi pollen for that, and I think he's a bit excited. How are these doing? Yeah, not ready yet. There's no. Yeah, these are Spathedi Eddie, and there's a few that have taken, but there's also a few that haven't. But we'll see what comes. We'll take whatever we can get. So stepping back, let's just tuck that down there, ignore the mess on the floor, don't look down there. Sit down here. Stepping back, we've got a new upper picture on Platyburb. How about that? Hey, how about that? Well, that's all right, isn't it? It's not brilliant, but it's not ugly, is it? Really? Come on. I don't know. Would you have uppers or lowers? I do like the lowers. I like how chunky they are. They're very robust, but I'm a sucker for uppers, and that's quite nice. It's quite nice. Right, I need to step back so I can get this in frame. There you go. Look at that monster. That is Roger Rob. It's like they're like boat paddles. Fantastic leaves. I love the leaves on this. They're so thick when they harden up. Really like leather, really leathery. Love the leaves on that. Here we have, and it's just gone over. This is Candy Marud Cross Candy, and it's got one there that's not far off opening. Unfortunately, it's not as big as that one, but it doesn't have to be massive as long as it's pretty. And I mean, look at the hairs on this. Just so hairy. That's what my missus says. Oh God, it's so hairy. Ugly duckling. Personally, a plant I will never part with, because it's a plant that just keeps on giving. I mean, how can you not like that? Fantastic plant. And a basil. That is, I forgot I broke that. Damn. Vent Sib Rocco Exotica Vici EP phone. Let's move this over here so we've got a bit more room. Heliamphora is just taking the piss. Sorry, I've sworn. It's just, look at this mess. Look at it. What's going on here? It's just all ugly. All that and one picture. What's going on? You need to be demoted, I'm afraid. Get out of here. Sling your hook up there, out the road. Orchid over here. Tenuous is just it's out of control. So it's going towards the light. It's follow the light. Oh, there is a picture. Go towards the light. Lovely, lovely, lovely plant. Love the pictures on this plant. I was, believe it or not, I was never a tenuous fan until I got one, and now I can't get enough. But they've got to look like this, and it is like jamban. It's really goopy, really thick and gloopy. It's like snot. The liquid inside, that is. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's a fantastic plant. Absolutely fantastic. Got another Rob hiding away down here. This one is a little bit older than that one. But this one is slow compared to the other one. It just bimbles along. It's not slow, but it's a lot slower than that one. That one absolutely races away. That one does. Lavicola, basil of Penda. Thank you, Penda. 3734, get out of the road. 3734, green, all green form. Nice. We've got a new picture on, where is it? Here it is. New picture on Platykyla dactylifera. I don't know if it's as good as the first one. First one was hard to beat, let's be honest. This plant is, where's the first one? Let me fish it out for you. I mean, this first one is, come on, stop being an ass. This first picture is probably about a month old already. Oh, for Christ almighty. And it's got the floppy lid syndrome, as you can see. Actually, you could probably do with watering. But, I mean, look at that. Damn. Fantastic picture. Yeah, probably needs a little drink. Let's pump up the bottle while we're here. Might as well, haven't we? Get me steps in. Oh, Jesus. Got sweat on them. Just move that. There we go. Just put a little dribble in there for it. There you go. Have a drink, my friend. Have a drink. Drinks on me. We'll see how quickly it runs through the bottom. And it'll give us an idea of how actually thirsty it was. She was dry. Sorry, big fat fingers in front of the camera. Dumbass. There you go. Yeah, it needed a bit of a drink. Let's give our friend here one as well while we're at it. This is the Truncata campanulata, Vicia the Wave, Clippiata, Boschiana, something else. Let's give Lavicola some as well. This plant was sown in March 2023. So, do the maths. It's 2.5 years old, and it's just started to vine. Let's just get a blot of light. I don't know if you can see that. She's just vining, and just popped another picture. Let's have a sneak peek. Oh yes, that's looking good. Is he stripy? Yes, have a go through the keyhole with Lloyd. Oh, nice. Yes. Where's the other one? The last one was more red. Where is it? And I managed to snap the lid off like a dumbass. I love this plant. I do love this plant. It's a keeper for sure. Let's just move her out the way for a second. Maneuver over there. We'll sit you down there. That's it. And then we'll slide you across. Oh, hang on. You're all tied up with that there. That's it. We'll move you across there, out the way. And then we'll get you up. And we'll plonk you down here, because the reason being, let's move that out of there so I don't break my neck. The reason being, I promised Brian, one of my viewers, that I was going to show him some Heliamphora. So let's have a look and let's see what we got going on down in the Heliamphora. Straight off the bat, this Parva cross here, this is Parva Godzilla, I believe. Yeah, Parva 810 cross Godzilla. I do love this cross. It is an absolutely fantastic cross. And you can see it puts out some nice big pictures. And Godzilla, this big old boy here, just put out a new picture. Really chuffed with that. What else we got? Let's just move this wet stuff out the road so I don't needle it. There we go. I can see straight away, if I move a couple of pots, something of interest down here. A nice new Saracenoids. These are spectacular. I love that it's so unusual, the shape. Really unusual. This big one here, I know where it is, but I don't know where it is because I've lost the, I've dropped the tag somewhere, and it's in amongst this lot. But I do know where it is. I think. Oh, it's Godzilla. Duh, dumbass. Yeah, Godzilla. I rescued that. It was in a terrible state, covered in aphids, absolutely covered in aphids. And I just thought, you know what, I've already got a Godzilla over there, and I thought, you know what, I've got to buy it just because of the state of it. I just couldn't not buy it. So what else we got going on over here? This is a nice one. It's a little Pulchella. Oh, Pulchella's gonna flower, I think. And then we've got, oh, this one's flowering as well. Ionacea, what's this one? Ionacea. It's got Parva in it by the looks of it. Yeah, Parva, Ionacea. Clearly tell the Parva on top of the nectar spoon. Hairy little nectar spoon there. And then, oh, on my knees, Huberoi. Put out a new one. Oh, it's focusing on my thumb. Huberoi with its policeman's helmet. Here. We've got another Saracenoids here. Which one's this? This is Neblinae cross Saracenoids. And that rather bizarre nectar spoon. Weird. The iridescence on this, I don't know if you can catch it. Fantastic. And there's clearly Ionaceae at work in this one. Typical Ionaceae flared mouth of the picture. What is it? I do have a tag. Hang on. Let's pull it out. Or is it Hispida? Ah, it's Newton's. That's not Newton's. My ass. I think that tag's in the wrong pot. Definitely isn't Newton's. It's no Newton's I've ever seen anyway. I think that has the wrong tag. Little Cyclops. McDonald Little Day Cyclops, he's doing well down there. And in there, the old hairy affair. Ah, hang on. There it is. It is CV Tequila HXX something something. That is a basil from that, I believe. Like a division rather that I took a while back. That's why I think it's in the wrong. The tag is in the wrong pot, so to speak. The Cyclops seed pods. How are we? Oh, bugger. Just kick that over. Damn. How are we looking? How far off are we? There's still... Oh, that one. Did you hear that? Yeah, that one ain't far off. How about this one? No, that's still solid. Still solid. That one. That ain't far off. I'll keep knocking that over. Let's put it back. Or do it some damage. And let's see if I can move up here without standing up and having the contents of a pitcher empty down the back of my neck, as I have done on numerous occasions. Oh, get your finger out of the way. What's the matter with you, man? I'm sorry, it's hella uncomfortable kneeling down here. My knees are really struggling. But I said I'd do it for the fans. Here you go, bro. Have a look. Soak it in, mate. Soak it in. I thought I'd got one of these, a spare one of these. This Ionaceae Ionaceae killer. I haven't. However, I may get a division out of that. Looking at it. So, all is not lost, my friend. I may be able to get you one out of there. And while we're on the subject of divisions, there's also some exappendiculata there, and I've got some Kalina as well that I did the other day. Give them a little while to settle in and get rooted, and I'll give you a shout if you want them. I'll sort you out. Oh, I've had to stand up because My back is absolutely screaming. Was that up there like that before? It wasn't, was it? Yeah, I'll put it back after. Oh dear. This is what happens when you get old. Things stop working. That wasn't like that, was it? That was like that. There you go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Move you across and move you across and move you back. What we got going on down here? Oh yeah, have a look at this. Have a look. Yeah, the road. God almighty. There you go. Oh, that ain't bad, is it, that? That ain't bad at all. That is Densiflora. No, that is Boschiana Densiflora cross Avata. That's a intermediate stroke upper. It's almost an upper. But the uppers are nice. Is Danny Boy's favourite. There you go, Dan. Always reminds me of a cocoon, a butterfly cocoon, like a chrysalis with the veins on it. Bizarre, isn't it? Going on over the back there, shall we pop you back where you were before you cause any bother? There we go. Bear with me, folks, cameras all over the place for a second while I just restore the equilibrium. I don't want to fight to break out when I turn the lights off. That would be bad, and I don't want things getting snapped. That would be bad. There we go. Okay, we're happy. Are we happy? We're happy. What else we got? Veitchii. Look at the leaves. Look at the green leaves on the Veitchii. Beautiful green leaves. No more badly burnt leaves. It's forgiven me. And this one. Beautiful green leaves. Fantastic. We got another Larry Veitchii over the back there, just popped. Nice little plant, that. So, all that remains, I think, in this update of March. Let's pop you back up there, like so. Just don't want to leave anybody out. Down here we've got all the Maxima cuttings, which to be fair they're doing okay. They're pretty much where I thought they'd be, and one's even flowering. How about that? Oh dear. Ridiculous. Leviathan. Oh, I need to sort them seeds out as well. Ooh, she needs a drink. But not till tomorrow. Tomorrow is watering day. Right, we're on 1 hour 33 minutes. I said it was going to be a long one, and I wasn't lying, was I? So, I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to go and upload this. Well, I'm going to get Son to work his magic on it, and then get it uploaded for you good people. And before I do, I'm going to bag that plant before I go out of here and turn all the lights off. So, but I didn't do that shelf, did I, over there? But we'll save that for another day, and I might do a short video between now and the next 2 weeks, because I've got some plant mail coming. I've got 2 lots of plant mail coming actually. I've got 35 plants coming from Japan, and I've got the plants coming from Worcester, which is about 6, I think. So nearly 40 plants coming, which would be great. But I stand here and pan round. Okay, we start from this wall and we just swing around, swing around, swing around and around, down there. Okay, do you see the problem? "40 plants. And of those 40 plants, I would say 20 are kind of big, this size and bigger. This size, there's some this size. I don't quite know where I'm going to put them. So I've got to, between now and the end of this month, either get rid of a load of stuff or redesign the inside of this shed to accommodate 40 plants, or buy a greenhouse, which I don't want to do because we're planning on moving house, and I don't want to go through the rigmarole of setting up a greenhouse, getting it all nice and looking cool, and then have to empty it again. I don't think my sanity and my soul would bear that. So that's the reason I've not got a greenhouse. If we were staying here, there would be a honking great greenhouse straight through that back wall, because I'd just cut a door out of there and attach it to the back of the greenhouse, of the shed, so I could walk straight through. But I don't want to go through all that if we're going to move, so I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place at the moment. Such is life, but hey ho, there you go. I'm not going to make my problems your problems, as the saying goes. Anyway, enough waffle. I hope you've enjoyed the little walk around, the hour and 38-minute walk around. I hope it hushes you off to sleep at night, or it makes good background noise while you're doing something else, or just something to watch while you're eating tea, like Dylan. I just hope you enjoyed, and if you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments. Please leave me a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already done. I have broken the 500 mark. I'm now on 516. Yay! So yeah, it's looking good. Right then, folks, I am going to call it a night, and I'm going to go and get Son to edit and get this uploaded, and I will speak to you soon. Stay safe. God bless you all, even though I'm an atheist. I will say it, and I hope you all have a good night, and I hope you all have a good weekend. That's me checking out. Bye.